urologists, we got them all today, and that's the way attorneys are, and that's what we bring to the table, you know, specialist forum. It's a very unique service. You know, there's so much value in there, and most people today think they have to be in trouble to use an attorney, but you know, our program, there's protection in there. We're going to give you a will, your living will, your health care attorney, you know, virus stuff like that. You get and that's all part of the program, and it's a day one benefit, you know. So you ask yourself, you know, what would a will cost today, and to have it update yearly free. So there's so much value right here, it's just unreal.
Yeah, to protect your legal rights in today's uncertainty. I mean, what a great flyer this is, especially in the where we are today in the world. It's crazy out there. I mean, things are getting canceled left and right. I play with Blue Stone Ivory. We were supposed to be playing our first gig since February tonight at Keener Park, and Butler County Health Department said, "Nah, baby, nah, you can't do that."
Good phone call.
So last Wednesday they called and says, "We're not having the concert." I mean, you know, so here we are. But in today's society, let's say you have health care issues. If your health insurance provider legally required to cover doctor order tests, you don't know. Should you give someone power of attorney if you become ill? You don't want to wait till you get ill to set up that power of attorney.
That's it.
You need to think ahead a little bit. What legal documents are needed if you're admitted to the hospital? And you know, if you need to go to the hospital and you have someone who's you're like, you have Nancy, I've got Mary Jo, and you go, wouldn't it be great to just be able to pull out your phone, pull an app up, press a little red button, and be connected to an attorney and say, we're going to the hospital, and they'll say, you know, email us the documents, let us look it over, we'll let you know in the next couple of hours. Well, you're going to sit in the waiting room for a couple hours. So before you get back into see the doctor, you're going to have some answers on what you need to have signed.
Exactly right. You know, and today you nailed it there with the coronaviruses. We've had so many calls as far as, you know, do my children have to go to school? You know, the virus is there. Do I have to go to work? They tell me if I don't go to work, I'm fired. You know, is that true? Can they do that? Or, you know, that type of thing. And small businesses, you know, and we got a small business plan, and they were with that PPP plan, that payroll protection plan. They were actually helping small businesses get set up for that, to help them through times like this. So there's so much value that we have with this membership. It's just absolutely unreal. And the neat thing about it, again, repeating myself, is that we want our clients to use it. It's not like car insurance. Years ago, if I'd sell you a car policy, I wouldn't say, hey, there's a poll out there, try it out, see how you like it, you know. It doesn't work that way, you know. Health insurance or car insurance, somebody had to be a genius that you know, that invented that. As long as you pay on time and don't use it, you can keep it. But with our program, we want you to use it. We don't penalize you for using it. It's a little different, you know, when you don't have to access your wallet to access your rights. You know, can I afford, like you said, you know, attorney today, what, $200, $300, $400, $500 an hour, depending on what part of the country you're at. But there's so many benefits that comes right along with this that you end up using on a daily basis, basically.
I mean, I happen to know in practicing real estate, and I don't practice anymore, I know quite a bit, and I try and give my clients top-notch service and top-notch advice. They turn to me for advice, and they'll say things like, I get this a lot. Do I need an attorney to do this or to do that? And I have to let them know I'm not an attorney, so I cannot advise you legally. However, if something comes up and you want to have some legal advice, I got a good solution for you. And then I let them know about LegalShield. And Perfect. For $24.95, they can set it up. They can call this afternoon. Tomorrow they're covered. There's no big down payment. There's no lengthy contract to sign. They can call that next day. They can get the advice that they need. They can have documents looked at. They can get documents prepared, reviewed, and get a good legal opinion within hours.
Exactly right.
That's fantastic. Before we go to a break, I'd like to express my gratitude to all our troops, veterans, first responders, and our heroes in health and service and healthcare, like our nurses and doctors and nurses' aides, healthcare staff and EMT staff, the police and firefighters. So often they deal with life and death situations, and especially during this pandemic. Thank them and keep them in your thoughts and prayers. If you have a question, call us at 513-563-1480. After our break, we'll have a moment with Myles, and Mike Little and I will show you how a few pennies a day you can have all the benefits of an attorney on retainer 24/7. You're listening to the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour. Finally, I'm here on WDJO 1480, now on FM 995 and 107.9.
Don't bother knocking, yeah, the house is a rockin', don't bother.
What if, instead of shelling out hefty fees for a few days of legal help, you paid a monthly membership and got a law firm for life? LegalShield provides affordable, comprehensive, full-service legal and identity theft coverage. LegalShield offers personal business plans that cover virtually all legal contingencies. Contact Gary Rossignol, your independent LegalShield associate, at 513-543-2513 or visit lsgaryrossignol.com. With LegalShield, you can live life knowing you have a lawyer in your back pocket. At the same time, isn't emptying it.
The Tri-State Antique Market is Indiana's largest monthly antiques and vintage-only market. The market is always the first Sunday of the month from now through October and features at least 200 vendors selling a wide array of furnishings, collectibles, home and garden decor, jewelry, and pop culture memorabilia. Adult admission is just $4 at the Tri-State Antique Market. September 6th at the Lawrenceburg Fairgrounds, 1 mile west of exit 16 from I-275 on the corner of US 50 and Hollywood Boulevard. Visit LawrenceburgAntiqueShow.com.
Make new memories as you stroll down the indoor Main Street at Chesterwood Village in Westchester. It's where you can meet friends at the coffee shop, treat the grandkids to a couple of scoops at the ice cream parlor, or duck into the theater for a movie. Live on a quiet lane of patio homes, in a luxurious senior apartment, or in an assisted living suite with compassionate healthcare professionals just seconds away. At Chesterwood Village, you have the convenience of more specialized care if required, state-of-the-art rehab and therapy, as well as long-term respite or memory care. Chesterwood Village offers a home-like environment like no other, with daily activities to keep the mind and body moving. Ask about the Try a Month on Us program. Call Jade at Chesterwood today. Call 513-777-1400. That's 513-777-1400. Chesterwood Village in Westchester.
Hey Cincinnati, Noelle here from Ultimate Air Shuttle. I'm excited to announce that the Ultimate Experience is back. On July 20th, flights resume between Cincinnati and Cleveland Monday through Friday. As always, health and safety is our top priority. We follow and exceed the guidelines set by the CDC. We can't wait to have you on board. Go to ultimateairshuttle.com and explore our new services such as our exclusive GDS visibility for corporate travel agents, select a seat, and our all-new Ultimate Plus pricing. Book now at ultimateairshuttle.com.
Hear what customers are saying.
I love this place. This spot offers some versatility that I wasn't quite expecting when I walked in. You can either sit outside in this awesome walled-in back area or go inside and enjoy the ambiance and some live music. I went with a friend, and it was just perfect. They have a giant courtyard patio with live music. It was two guys with acoustic guitars singing and having a great time.
The Blind Lemon, open 7 nights a week. Live music 7 nights a week. The Blind Lemon, 936 Hatch, Mount Adams.
Get on. Let's rock the house.
Hey, thanks for listening and watching, because I am now live on Facebook, so you can jump over there if you'd like. I'm your host, Gary Rossignol, certified residential specialist with RE/MAX Preferred Group, better known as Cincinnati's Rock and Roll Realtor. And now this is
So I'm sailing for
the moment we have been waiting for. This is Mr. Myles Beersford, the captain of our ship at RE/MAX Preferred Group. He comes on every Saturday morning. Thank you for that, with his thoughts for the day. Good morning, Myles.
Hey, Gary, rock and roll, my friend. One of the modern definitions of rock star is a person treated as a celebrity, especially in inspiring fanatical admiration, as in The agent that helped us buy our home was a rock star, or my broker is a rock star. 47 years ago, when RE/MAX was started, an agent couldn't join RE/MAX unless they were already what today would be called a rock star. Today, although the majority of our agents are top producing agents, we have the best training and agent development systems in the industry. Chris Beresford and I were the RE/MAX Broker Owners of the Year for the entire United States back in 2013, and are continuously mentoring and assisting agents on a daily basis. Karen, the Vice President of RE/MAX Preferred Group, Leanne, Tabitha, Reed, and Beth are training, coaching, mentoring, marketing the agents full-time. Our administration staff assists the agents like no other brokerage that I'm aware of. The majority of our agents are already rock stars, and the rest are well on the way. So if the listeners out there are real estate agents that want to be a rock star or want to work with rock stars, give Chris Beresford a call and ask her about the value of becoming a RE/MAX agent. Being a rock star realtor is a lot of hard work. Why not use the best tools in the industry? And that's this morning's moment with
Thank you. It is a lot of work being a rock star in the real estate industry, especially if you're the rock and roll realtor. I work a lot of long hours, but it all pays off because I love when people give me that testimonial that says, yeah, the rock and roll realtor came through for me. And we do have a lot of stars at our office. And thank you very much for your training and for your backing and your support, because RE/MAX Preferred Group is the #1 RE/MAX brokerage in the state of Ohio.
Wow.
So I got the best of the best.
There you go.
Yeah, for sure. Later on in the show, we're going to have a visit with Bill Carigan of the Dragonfly Foundation. I'm grateful to all my regular listeners each week. A special hi to Carol from South Lebanon, Felicia, Earl Mayer, Jane RE/MAX Real, Leah Crane, Steve Zinzer, Shane Olson, Pauline Elena New Richmond, Debbie Schultz, of course, Howard Seward, my family, and also all the many realtor friends that tune in and or watch each week. Thank you very much. The Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour is brought to you today by the Rock and Roll Real Estate team of me and Mary Jo with RE/MAX Preferred Group at 513-777-2402. My special guest this morning is Mike Little. He is the executive director at LegalShield. Now you've got presidents, vice presidents, directors, executive directors, and how much higher can you get?
Well, I think we're there.
You've made it happen. And you've got a wonderful place. You're in, Harrison, Indiana?
Yes, West Harrison, Indiana.
Yeah.
Yes, out on the hill out there. And
I talked to you in the week, and you're just lounging around, taking your boat out with the grandkids.
Well, you got to do what you got to do when you're quarantined, huh?
That's right, yeah.
So we enjoy it.
Yeah. LegalShield is not a law firm, but they have the best attorneys you could buy, right?
You're exactly right, Gary. And if you get a chance to look at the membership, just take a serious look at it. And right now we have over 4.4 million members that pay every month, not because they have to, because they want to.
Right.
This is a month-to-month contract. It's not like a 2-year memberip to the spa. Whether you like it or not, you still got to pay for it.
But nobody ever goes to.
That's true. I got 2 of them if you want one. But, it's something they can use from getting their house in order. Most people are under the impression, heaven forbid that you have an accident and someone is killed. You could be charged with involuntary manslaughter, negligent homicide, or vehicular homicide. Those are criminal charges. There's not a car insurance company in the country, Gary, is going to pick up your criminal charges.
Of course not.
They'll pick up your civil, up your liabilities, but LegalShield is the only company out there that will pick it up, your attorney fees, win, lose, or draw, no ceiling, no deductible. You got to be legally in the car, no drugs, no alcohol, but, heaven forbid, you slide on the ice, you cross left to center line, you didn't mean to do it, but you did it. That's why they call it involuntary manslaughter. So
I'm thinking on my way down with having you here and sitting on I-71 southbound, not moving, and I could see about a half a mile in front of me. We got the police lights going, and we had 3 tow trucks in the curb lane swinging by, honking their horn. And by the time I got there, they had cars. I mean, it was somebody must have been at fault. Somebody may have been at fault. Somebody may not have been at fault. No one may have been at fault, but somebody could have been injured.
Sure.
Or got, let's hope not. But let's say, and somebody wants to sue somebody.
Sure.
And so you have your car insurance with a big state car insurance company, and you call them, and they go, that's not covered.
Mm-hmm. True.
And you're slapped with some kind of what would be the least that you could be slapped with in a situation like that?
Well, you never know, but like I say, you don't know what you don't know. So it's always good to have some place that you can call, pick up, say, hey, this is what I'm going through, and they bring that specialist to the table for you.
And we all drive a car.
And your children as well, the risk management.
Exactly. And any of us could have been, had I left 5 minutes earlier, I might have been in the middle of that. Who knows?
Wow. True.
And, you just don't know. So to be able to pull your phone out, pull the app up, press a button, and have an attorney answer the phone is big. I mean, that's huge. For $25 a month.
Can't beat it. I had a pizza last night, cost more than that.
Oh, yeah, really. Don't touch that dial. I have my music history coming up, and then we're going to talk about what happens when your identity is taken from you or borrowed. Doesn't get borrowed, and it could really mess your life up if you don't have the right monitoring and restoration available for you. You're listening to the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour on 1480 WDJO 99.5 and 107.9 FM.
This old house ain't got nothing to lose. I've seen it all.
What if instead of shelling out hefty fees for a few days of legal help, you paid a monthly membership and got a law firm for life? LegalShield provides affordable, comprehensive, full-service legal and identity theft coverage. LegalShield offers personal and business plans that cover virtually all legal contingencies. Contact Gary Rossignol, your independent LegalShield associate, at 513-543-2513 or visit lsgaryrossignol.com. With LegalShield, you can live life knowing you have a lawyer in your back pocket. At the same time, isn't emptying it.
To the Auburn Auction Park, Thursday through Saturday, September 3rd through the 5th for RM Auction's Fall Collector Car Auction. Don't miss your chance to buy your dream car at this exciting 3-day event. 500 quality collector cars, 400 lots of automobilia, all under the hammer. American classics, European sports cars, muscles, hot rods. But you must pre-register for admission. Only open to register and the Auburn Auction Park in Auburn, Indiana, September 3rd through the 5th off Highway 69, exit 326, and don't forget to pre-register. See you there.
Are you looking for a taste of New Orleans here in the Natty? Then come to Brew River Creole Kitchen. Their 4 spacious dining areas include private 7-foot-tall wooden booths and follow our state's guidelines for safe distancing. Or dine outside on their festive extended outdoor patio with live music Wednesday through Saturday evening, weather permitting. Of course, if you'd rather take the New Orleans-inspired cooking home with you, Brew River Creole Kitchen offers curbside pickup, DoorDash, and online ordering. Under the tutelage of Emeril Lagasse, executive chef Michael Shields has learned the secrets of New Orleans cooking and prepares this area's authentic, locally sourced, made-from-scratch Creole cuisine nightly every Wednesday through Saturday, along with brunch on Sunday. Be sure to follow them on Facebook and Instagram for pop-up po' boy specials. Brew River Creole Kitchen on Eastern Avenue, just off the levee, and online at brewrivercreolekitchen.com. Brew River Creole Kitchen. It's a taste of New Orleans here in the Natty.
You know, it's easy to turn your unwanted, broken, or unused gold and silver jewelry and coins into needed cash. Gold and silver class rings, wedding bands, and coin collections can all be turned into needed cash fast at Franklin Street Coin Company in Evendale. They are paying more because they buy more. Get the highest prices available fast at Franklin Street Coin Company, a proud sponsor of Ohio State sports. Go Buckeyes!
Awareness of electrical hazards in your home is the first step to reducing dangerous shock and electrical-related home fires. Cooper Electric is a Greater Cincinnati provider of Current Safe, an in-depth test of your home's electrical system utilizing revolutionary methods of testing that offers homeowners the opportunity to detect electrical hazards before they become a problem. Trust the electrician with over 70 years experience. Cooper Electric. Make safety a top priority in your home by having it become Current Safe. For no-cost consultation, visit cooper-electric.net.
This is the part of the show that I just love. It's time for my music history. So this is what happened today. Back in 1964, the Animals started a 3-week run at number 1 on the U.S. singles chart with House of the Rising Sun. When first released, the record company printed the time of the song on the record as 3 minutes, feeling that the real time of 4 minutes was too long. Today in 1965, the Rolling Stones recorded their 8th single, Get Off of My Cloud, at RCA Studios in Hollywood. The song peaked at number 1 in the U.S. and the U.K. Today in 1970, Janis Joplin started recording sessions, recording a version of Chris Christopherson and Fred Foster's song, Me and Bobby McGee. Joplin, who was a lover and a friend of Christopherson from the beginning of her career to her death, topped the U.S. singles chart with the song in 1971 after her death, making the song the second posthumous number 1 single in U.S. chart history after Sitting on the Dock of the Bay by Otis Redding.
Windshield wipers slapping time, I was holding Bobby's hand in mine. I could stay.
Today in 1998, Aerosmith their U.S. one single with Diane Warren written song, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. The song was featured in the 1998 film Armageddon and gave the band their first number 1 hit single after 28 years together. About time, guys. Today in 1999, after spending 58 weeks on the UK album chart, Shania Twain went to number 1 with Come On Over. It became the best-selling country music album and the second best-selling studio album by a female act. To date, the album has sold, get this, more than 40 million copies worldwide. Now that's residual income.
That's different.
Today in 2008, a study of more than 36,000 people from around the world concluded that musical tastes and personality type were closely related. The research, which was carried out by Professor Adrian North of Heriot-Watt University in Edinburgh in the UK, suggested classical music fans were shy, while heavy metal fans were gentle and at ease with themselves. Fans of indie music had low self-esteem and were not hard-working. Fans of rap music had high self-esteem and were outgoing. Country and western fans were hard-working and outgoing. Reggae fans were creative but not hard-working. And fans of chart pop had high self-esteem, were not creative, but were hardworking and outgoing. So where do you fit in? I don't know. Today in 2012, singer-songwriter Joe South, who had hits in the late 1960s and early 70s, including Games People Play, Walk a Mile in My Shoes, and I Never Promise You a Rose Garden, died at home in Flowery Branch, Atlanta, from a heart attack at the age of 72. I didn't know this, but South also played on Bob Dylan's Blonde on Blonde album. Happy birthday, if he had lived, but born on this day back in 1946, Freddie Mercury, singer with Queen. He had the 1975 number 1 single Bohemian Rhapsody, also number 1 in 1991. plus over 40 top 40 singles. In 1980, had the U.S. #1 single, Crazy Little Thing Called Love. And on his solo trip, he had a 1987 #4 single, The Great Pretender. Of course, Mercury died of bronchopneumonia on November 24th in 1991 at the age of 45, just the day after he publicly announced he was HIV positive. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed these bits of music history as much as I did when researching to report to you today. My name is Gary Rossignol. I am the Rock and Roll Realtor because I play with the greatest classic rock band, Bluestone Ivory. Go to bluestoneivory.com to watch for our next public appearance. Thanks for staying with us. You'll be glad you did. Next week, I have Larry Pete with KBC Construction. And, of course, the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour is brought to you today by the Rock and Roll Real Estate Team, which is me and Mary Jo with RE/MAX Preferred Group at 777-2402. My special guest this morning, all the way from Harrison, Indiana, West Harrison, Indiana.
West Harrison. Got to get that in there.
That's right.
Across the border.
He is Executive Director with LegalShield Mr. Mike Little, and he is just pumped about this this business. It is a business. It's an offering. It is practically free. If you consider $1 a day free, I mean, we frivolously throw things away, which is a lot more than $1 a day.
That's so true.
And if you have a child, if you have grandkids, if you have a home, if you have a business, if you drive a car, I can go on and on and on. You need, if you have aging parents, if you hit 60 years old and you haven't done your will, my God, you've got to do that now.
That's true.
And it's simple. You can just download it.
It's free.
Yeah,
It'll help you out.
What do wills cost? You call an attorney and have a will made up.
Depending on what part of the country you're at, I've heard as much as $2,000 out in California, $2,500.
Around here, about $1,500.
It's possible. Maybe you get one $600-800, but you got to update them. We update them yearly free at no additional cost. But you're right, Gary. 7 out of 10 Americans do not have a will, and 80% of them wrote to hospital. And our attorneys or specialists putting them together. I have a special needs great granddaughter. And talking to the attorney, there was things that we needed to put in for our great-granddaughter because as she grows older, she's going to need an executive, which I never even thought about. So these are specialists. I mean, you're not dealing with a bankruptcy attorney pulling some documents down off of Google, that type of thing. So it's definitely something we want you to use, and our clients keep it. They use it, they keep it because they understand, again, this is a savings. It's not an expense.
Now, my realtor friends out there probably know what Active Rain is. Active Rain is a national, maybe international website. It's a blog post for realtors to share advice, ask questions, and so forth and so on. Last night, this one came up, and this caught my eye. Is identity theft protection really necessary, or is it a waste? And, of course, the author of this particular blog post has his identitytheftsecurity.com business. But he said, well, one thing people do is they shred their mail to be safe. That you can do that. You can opt out of junk mail and pre-approved credit card offers. Of course you can do that. You can stop your mail from coming to your house and have a P.O. box. He said, I'm not totally sure why people believe that's safer, use a P.O. box, but they do. So technically your mail is more secure at the post office than in your mailbox. That's maybe true. Check your credit report. I mean, you can go to annualcreditreport.com and check your credit report every year.
Correct. Free.
Set up a fraud alert. Other than ID theft is set up fraud alerts. You can do that through, I guess, your banks and your credit card companies. But they're only going to watch that account.
Exactly.
So you'd have to say, if you got 2 credit cards and 3 bank accounts, you got to set up 5 fraud alerts. You could. People also believe that they're totally safe if they freeze their credit. That's kind of excessive.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So and tell us the benefits of ID theft.
Well, today, what's out there today, you can control what you can control. There's things that you cannot control that's out there. You're talking about shredding. Well, that's great. Out in the country, we shred, then burn it,
Yeah.
But today, even in the country years ago, my parents were guilty. I had to talk to them when they were living and say, hey, don't put your mailbox or your mail in your mailbox. Then they pull that red thing up, and it's like an arrow saying, hey, we got mail here, because they can wash your checks. They can wash your checks for you. So most people today, they're under my bank. I've had my credit card. Someone's had my credit card and used it. That's not identity theft. That's theft. Theft is when someone, identity theft is when someone goes out there and takes your information and they create a new credit card. That's identity. Different than that. So there's like 3 types of companies out there. There's one that's called reimbursement. It's like attached to your homeowner's insurance. You go do the work. Try to get in the government office today.
Right, exactly.
You have to make a month appointment. There's a restoration. Okay, that's what you're basically looking for. Then you got a resolution. They're going to coach you. That's like your 3 o'clock in the morning infomercial. Restoration is what you want. And with identity theft, I look at it, it's like my virus protection on my computer. I wouldn't turn my computer on without some sort of protection.
Right.
So what I'm doing with this program, the ID Shield, which is a leader in the industry, they just got the Cyber Award for 2020, and putting a complete wall of security around my family, and I can do that for pennies a day, with the legal plan and the ID Shield plan. So, like they say, it's hard to prove it's you when there's another you out there.
Right, exactly, yeah. So if you want information about this, you can go to lsgaryrossignol.com. LS and my full name.com. I've got a full website there which explains LegalShield, ID Shield, all the benefits, the different programs, the different plans. Or you can just call me this week at 513-777-2402. I've been a member of LegalShield for going on 20 years now, right?
Yes. Well, we've been around a while.
So, I kind of know the ins and outs. If I don't have the answer, I'll refer you to Mike. Mike's always there to help you out through it. But, ladies and gentlemen, it's like $25 a month, and ID Shield is
$24.95 for a family up to 10 children up to age 18, and if you're single, it's $15.95. And again, that's all 3 bureaus. With we're going to cover whatever it costs, but there's also something new, Gary. They just put in there is $1 million out-of-pocket expense that you could have: lost wages. You could have an airline ticket to go somewhere. So
it's incredible. Wow. All right, stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. Next, we're going to have a visit with Bill Carigan of the Dragonfly Foundation. You've been listening to the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour on WDJO 1480, now on FM 995 and 107.9 FM.
What if instead of shelling out hefty fees for a few days of legal help, you paid a monthly membership and got a law firm for life? LegalShield provides affordable, comprehensive, full-service legal and identity theft coverage. LegalShield offers personal and business plans that cover virtually all legal contingencies. Contact Gary Rossignol, your independent LegalShield associate, at 513-543-2513, or visit lsgaryrossignol.com. With LegalShield, you can live life knowing you have a lawyer in your back pocket. At the same time, isn't emptying it.
If you suffer from chronic pain, anxiety, insomnia, or many other chronic conditions, CBD oil may be right for you. I'm Dan Beebe, owner of Save Discount Drugs in Covington. Save Discount Drugs proudly offers a full line of Ananda Professional CBD products. Safe, natural, and 100% legal in Kentucky, Ananda CBD oils are a full-spectrum hemp extract from 100% U.S.-grown hemp. So stop by and see us for your CBD needs, or give us a call at 859-431-2857 to learn more about CBD. Save Discount Drugs also offers everyday low pricing on all of our prescription medications, and we can fill most prescriptions in 15 minutes or less. We have free parking behind our store with a convenient back entrance. Save Discount Drugs is located 4 doors north of the Madison Theater at 716 Madison Avenue in downtown Covington. That's Save Discount Drugs, 859-431-2857, or check us out online at savediscountdrugs.com.
You know, it's easy to turn your unwanted, broken, or unused gold and silver jewelry and coins into needed cash. Gold and silver class rings, wedding bands, and coin collections can all be turned into needed cash fast at Franklin Street Coin Company in Evendale. They are paying more because they buy more. Get the highest prices available fast at Franklin Street Coin Company, a proud sponsor of Ohio State sports. Go Buckeyes!
Weatherproof your next adventure with our newly redesigned AccuWeather mobile app. A sleek and innovative design to experience weather and make important decisions. Plan your day with ease as you navigate through the app for your daily, hourly, and minute-by-minute forecasts, all while maintaining the same level of accuracy and trusted features you have always relied on from AccuWeather. Download the new AccuWeather app today, available now in the App Store on iOS and in the Google Play Store.
Why rent when you can own with no money down? If you're looking to become a first-time homeowner in the Cincinnati or Northern Kentucky areas, or heck, even if you haven't owned a home in the past 3 years and are now looking to buy, you may be eligible to receive up to $15,000 in homeowners assistance towards closing costs, pre-closing expenses, or even your whole down payment. That's right, you can own your own home with no money down. Find out if you qualify. Call Gary at 513-777-2402. That's Gary at 513-777-2402.
Rocking and rolling this morning, ladies and gentlemen. You've been listening to the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour with yours truly, Gary Rossignol, the Rock and Roll Realtor, certified residential specialist with RE/MAX Preferred Group. The Dragonfly Foundation supports pediatric cancer families and patients by building a network that connects Dragonfly families to each other and the community, providing programs that enhance quality of life, enhancing programs, and partner with Cincinnati's Children's Hospital. This gentleman is on the board of directors of the Dragonfly Foundation. He is their #1 cheerleader and #1 fan for years. This is my friend, Mr. Bill Carigan. Good morning,
good morning,
Bill.
Gary.
You're getting a much bigger applause than we did earlier.
I love it. What a day, huh?
Oh, my gosh. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We had Wednesday night, the first Wednesday of every month at Texas Roadhouse in Westchester. 10% of your entire bill goes to the Dragonfly Foundation. You know, we had 21 people in our group this Wednesday night.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great. Gary.
Last month we had 16. This month we had 21. Next month we'll have 30.
You're gonna need the whole restaurant here soon.
Well, yeah. And you know, my friends, they tell you to show up in the parking lot and you do this thing on your phone, let them know you're there. Well, all my friends, they just showed up. They walked up the front door and they said, "We're with the Dragonfly Foundation." They says, "Oh, we got your section all set up for you." All they had to do is mention the Dragonfly Foundation. They took them right back, and they had like 4 or 5 tables and booths, enough to accommodate all of us.
That's wonderful.
Then on top of that,
you had a great time.
Yeah, on top of that, we had Cervati's Dragonfly cookies for dessert.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
So
a good time.
Yeah. So we're doing all we can here, Bill, and I know the Dragonfly Foundation is just scrambling for ways to entice donations, because that is what a nonprofit works with, is our donations, and that's the only thing you have. You don't have anything to sell. You don't have any widgets. You don't have any buy by the dozens and get a break. You know, it's up to the generosity of the hearts of the people that you touch. So give us a quick story about Dragonfly that'll touch folks' hearts right now, Bill. Hello, Bill. Oh, we've had phone connection problems with Bill Carigan in the pet. Yep, We lost him. How about that? Anyhow, so a couple things you can do, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to help the Dragonfly Foundation. Mike, you buy on Amazon, right?
All the time. Swipe right.
Have you heard about Amazon Smiles?
No.
Oh, yeah. Go to Amazon Smile, and it take you 2 or 3 minutes to just set that up. It's the same website, only you just put in Amazon Smile. Is Bill back? Okay. Amazon Smile, and you can designate the nonprofit that you want the donation to go to. I designate Dragonfly Foundation. Sure. Doesn't cost you another dime.
Nice. We need to get that out because they do such a great job. I checked out their website and stuff. Oh, phenomenal.
Yes, sir.
What they go through, what they do for people.
It's heart-wrenching what they do.
It's unreal.
Yeah. You there, Bill?
I'm back, Gary.
Okay.
Hey, I heard you talking about Amazon Smile, and I really appreciate you picking up for me there.
No problem.
If you're give you something really neat to do. Can you hear me, Gary?
Yes, we hear you great.
Okay, great. Something really neat for your listeners to do is to go to our website, www.dragonfly.org, and there is a 10-year anniversary video that tells a story, and it's from 3 different families' perspectives on how they partnered with the Dragonfly during a very, very difficult time in their lives. Each of these families faced a pediatric cancer diagnosis, had to go to the Children's Hospital immediately, and it just really tells a story very well about the way that we serve these families in need. You mentioned donations. We just had a board meeting last week, Gary, and our donations are off significantly due to the COVID-19. But the good news is there's a number of low-cost ways that your listeners can help us in a big way right now. The first you mentioned was Amazon Smile. That's a no-brainer because we're all using Amazon more than we ever have. And they do not mark up the product 1 penny. They simply take a bit of their profits and donate them back to Dragonfly. When you link your Amazon Prime or your Amazon Basic account at Amazon Smile, it's done automatically. You set it and forget it. Similarly, Kroger Community Rewards. Who among us doesn't shop at Kroger now more than ever? Same thing. You go to just Google Kroger Community Rewards instructions or Amazon Smile instructions, and it's literally, like you said, Gary, it's 2 to 3 minutes to designate the Dragonfly Foundation as your organization charity of choice. And every time you shop at Kroger or Amazon, it makes you feel great to know that you're helping in a way that is so simple, so easy to do. And then the last thing that I'd like to focus on today, Gary, before we talk about Wings 15, is that we are in dire need of gift cards. For those of your listeners who have been learning about Dragonfly over the years, you've been involved with us, Gary, they know that we can't hand out cash for obvious reasons. But gift cards, Visa gift cards, Kroger gift cards, Target gift cards, a gift card to a local restaurant chain.
We are just about out of time here, Bill. Bill, we're right up. We're right up against the hour. We're just about out of time. They're going to cut us off here. So I just want to remind everybody to text the word WINGS15 to 71777, and there you can donate as little or as much as you care to help out the Dragonfly Foundation. I'd like to thank Mr. Mike Little of LegalShield to come down and spend this morning with me. I appreciate that. If you'll find me online at www.rockincincy.com. Don't forget to hug your kids, call your parents, kiss your spouse every day, wash your hands constantly, practice social distancing, and wear your mask in public. Next week, we've got Larry Pete with the KBC Construction. Stay tuned because Wesley Adams and the Car Tech Show is coming right up. It's time for the big ending. And oh, how I miss playing with these guys. This is Bluestone Ivories featuring Lee Heftel and the live recorded version of Pat Upton and Spiral Staircase Big Hit. More today than yesterday. The answer to the trivia question.
starts to wonder, and if all my dreams come true, I'll be spending time with you. Oh, I want to be yesterday, but as much as tomorrow, and I love you more today than yesterday. Every day's a new way. Every time I kiss you, every day's a new way. Every time I love you.
Thanks for another great show, and if you have any real estate question, just call me at 513-777-2402 or go to rockandrollrealestateagent.com. Thanks to all my sponsors who make this show possible, as well as Chris and Myles Beersford, brokers of RE/MAX Preferred Group. A special thanks to WDJO station manager Gary Stevens and my producer Dan Gettelfinger. I would also like to shout out to all my clients, friends, family, fans of Blue Sun Ivory, the Dragonfly Foundation, and especially my wife Mary Jo. Until next week, keep knocking on my rockin' houses. So long for now.
The preceding program was a paid program. Its views and opinions expressed are not necessarily those of this station or its management.